Because of the following special program, Wonder Woman and the Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening.
It's time to get all your Star Wars news in a single file. This is Making Tracks. Here are your hosts, Mark Newbold and Dave Tree.
That's not true. That's impossible.
You're listening to Making Tracks. This is a special episode from the UK Spring Fair. This episode is myself and it's Matt Booker. So we had a mooch around the place, looked at some stuff. This is me and Matt having a coffee, talking about what we saw at Spring Fair. We're here at Spring Fair.
We are, Mark, yeah.
At the NEC.
Not sponsored by Nestle Water.
Oh, thank you. You've been listening. Thank you.
No, not sponsored by Nestle Water. Who are we sponsored by today?
We're sponsored by Starbucks.
And Paladone Water.
Yep.
New
Paladone.
sponsor, Paladone. Paladone, the British gift licensing company.
There's an
We've
idea.
been drinking bottles of their water today. Gift something better, they're called. So that's their tagline.
I'll have to suggest this to Dave, actually. There could be something in that, you know.
Yep.
Paladone water, okay.
Yep.
So we're sitting here, Matt is drinking his Paladone water. I'm waiting for my tea to cool down. And we've been walking around Spring Fair, obviously looking for Star Wars stuff.
Yep.
We're going to have a little mooch through what we've seen so far. We'll give you a heads up in advance. There's not a huge amount.
But what is Spring Fair, Mark?
Will you tell me, Matt? Because in the moment, I can't even think.
Oh, bless. We have not enough cake today.
Yeah.
So Spring Fair is annual, wholesale
Spring
show.
is every year, Matt.
It is, and every year at the NEC in Birmingham, our 8 billion acres of wholesale space it's a big convention centre.
It is.
But they use it once a year for Spring Fair, and then later in the year, in the autumn, the Autumn Fair, or Fall Fair, as a trade show. So all the retailers around the country can go and have a look at all the new gear from all the new companies.
Keep talking, I'm chewing on my muffin.
It's not a muffin,
Oh no, it's a cinnamon thing.
it's a cinnamon swirl. We're eating Carrie Fisher's cinnamon buns.
Yeah. So, let's start with we're going through your gallery of images that you've taken. Kick off. You were saying that there's a lot of stuff that's being pushed through, lower price stuff that's moving through retailers.
Yes. So speaking to a lot of the licensees that were here, who we knew had Star Wars, quite a few have ended their license, their contract ended. One of us, we had a 3-year license, we sort of ended it with that, and we didn't think it was worthwhile carrying on with it because we've got other new up-and-coming things. A couple of guys in the gift area said that they are doing a lot more stuff because a lot of the licensed gift companies have given up with it.
Yeah.
So he said that Lucasfilm are trying to give them a better quality of product, which I like the idea of that. Force Awakens era, just after that, we did see a lot of label slapping tat.
Hell of a lot.
And we understand why Disney did it, because that's what Disney had worked on for years.
Yeah.
Seeing stuff in Poundland or Dollar Tree in America.
B&M, that's right.
Yeah, a lot of the clearance stuff, a lot of the cheap end stuff, and I think they're trying to go for better quality stuff, which I like to see. So we saw some very innovative, new, fresh things there, didn't we?
Yeah. One thing that we noticed, it felt very much that that the focus wasn't so much on the toy market.
No.
It felt more on the
Gifting.
the gifting kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this image that we're looking at here, which is very useful for radio, me saying this image we're looking at here.
This is one of the clearance companies, so they had a lot of, like the Box Busters
Yep.
from Spin Master, which we never saw at retail officially in the UK. A lot of Spin Master stuff, some of the Jack Pacific stuff, Crayola.
Now, this is what interested me. Solo a Star Wars story, a lot of branded stuff we saw, especially pens and pencils,
Stationery
and
from Pyramid,
stuff.
which I never saw at a retail in the UK.
Exactly, and it's beautifully presented.
And there's stuff here we've seen, which is obviously UK product, which
Yep.
has never seen the light of day in the UK.
Yeah.
So these companies have been buying it up on clearance and doing it. So there's like multiple colour pens, like the pen where you put 6 different colours around the edge
That's
of it,
it.
with a little spinny falcon on top. And literally stationary, be like, Star Guide stamp stuff.
Well, really nice. I mean, even the erasers, I would say rubbers. I got told off by Star Wars.com for saying rubbers. The erasers, the Chewbacca pencil sharpener, the Han Solo rubber, the ruler as well, with all the
All
Star
on
Guide
clearance.
stuff. Really nice.
Maybe's Costume had a few nice pieces.
Yeah.
A couple of party wear companies had some very nice, paper plates and cone hats and
Last Jedi focus.
yeah,
And,
funky stuff. And
Yeah.
there was a nice one with some classic imagery.
yeah.
Premium range at that company that was really nice. It was Amscan, I can't remember. That was nice, decorations for your birthday party of Star Wars.
Yeah, younger, pitched young, didn't it?
Oh,
Seemed to
yeah.
pitch quite young for
They're
kids.
really funky.
Doormats.
Yeah. Pyramid Posters, or Pyramid International as they're now known. They were just Pyramid Posters when I knew to start with. They are the UK licensee for posters and that kind of giftware, and they knocked out the competition by taking the entire Disney license for Force Awakens. And Admiral Akbar, it's a trap doormat. Absolutely awesome.
Lovely.
Never seen it.
No. Crazy.
Never seen it.
As you say, walking around here and not expecting to see a huge amount of new stuff, and then you've got stuff that's clearly been around for a while that you've still not seen.
Yeah, new posters, a few other new bits and bobs. Not a huge amount new from them. One of the companies here, called Diffused, had some lovely geeky clothing stuff. There was some quite funky bits
bags and handbags, purses.
And there was some stuff from BioWorld as well. We shot that.
Yeah.
A couple of low-end rucksack and bag companies with some... A couple of images I hadn't seen on stuff, but not a huge amount. A very lot of Style Guide slap stuff.
I was going to say, a lot of Kylo Style Guide stuff,
Star Images were here, and they had the Coach Kia stuff on range. They had all the new Artifacts plus Bounty Hunters. Yeah. So you buy all the Bounty Hunters, and then you build the Boba. Which
I know, we talked about this. You're thrilled about that, aren't you?
No, I don't want to buy all the Bounty Hunters. I don't care about Fallen on Zuckers and IG-88 and, you know...
I'll tell you what, Matt, if you buy all if you buy all the others, I'll give you the Boba Fett bits, I'll keep all the others, and you can have the Boba Fett.
No, they're £80 each. So I can leave that one alone.
No, it's fine. That arrangement works for me.
Does it? Yeah, it does for you. Oh, a lovely speeder bike bag.
Yes.
Which I'd never seen before. Speeder bike club bag with it's like a women's handbag.
Yeah.
Like Hesse with big leathery straps over it, but it's called speeder bike club.
I've got to say, now you may know this, Matt, because you've got a closer eye on stuff than me. A bag in that style, like a boxy bag. Why haven't they done a raised speeder bag like that?
I don't know.
It seems obvious. You know the Magnum shape for raised speeder. It seems obvious to do
a nice easy bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was from BioWorld, a lovely little torn purse. Yeah. Our mates at Sci-Fi Collector had a load of Star Wars clearance, and he was saying it's actually quite drying up now, the clearance stuff from his end, because he buys a lot of clearance stuff.
We've got to say, we've heard that a lot today, haven't we? We've heard that an awful lot as we've walked around.
I think the shelves been cleared of clearance.
Which seems crazy with episode 9 coming out in only...
I just don't think that much was made in the last year, Star Wars merch, so there isn't that much to hit clearance. It's all been purged already. Yeah. Because it's got a shelf life. But he was saying he hadn't found much new. We did the toy haul. Honestly, the toy haul, we normally find some good toy stuff. Yeah. A couple of bootleg nonsense stuff that always appears here, and lots of companies do bootleg Lego. Not Star Wars Lego, but bootleg generic Lego. Yeah. My Little Horse with My Little Pony on it. That's a bit weird. But then we went to the gift fair, the gift hall, which was far more impressive. So... The first company we hit up, who we've spoken to many a time between ourselves, Royal Selangor, who isn't for the price point for everybody. No. But my God, it's good quality.
Now, they've got some new stuff out, which we'll talk about in a moment. Yeah. But as soon as we got on the stand, their new retail manager for the UK took us to one side and said, lads, you've got to come and see this. He took us to the back of the stand and showed us their new Land Speeder. Now, it's Luke and 3PO in the Land Speeder.
Yeah, classic New Hope.
Classic New Hope. Speeder looks phenomenal. It's pewter. Yeah. But the real gimmick is the fact that it actually hovers on basically four magnets. You've got to line it up so that the lights are all lit.
The base has got these 4 lights on it. It's a round base with some stone around the edge to give it a bit of style, with a mirror. In the mirror are 4 little white LED lights that shine through. Yeah. You place the speeder on the middle of it, and the lights will tell you if you've lined it up or not, and then the magnet clicks, and you let go, and it sits and hovers and floats. I know Beast Kingdom a couple of years ago did a couple of Iron Man pieces. Yes. They did the U-Wing, and they did a little Chibi Falcon, I think.
Yep.
But this, it's a great big hunk of pewter.
Oh, it's the size of our Zoom. I'd say it's probably a good 4 or 5 inches in length. That's fine, they're making coffee. We can work our way through it.
We can.
This isn't Coffee with Kenobi, it's making tracks, but we'll get through it. Looking through the images, they've got a new Chewbacca sculpt that's come out. A beautiful gold-plated 3PO.
Yeah,
absolutely very gorgeous. Yeah.
So it was like 24 carat, wasn't it? It's stupid.
With the silver leg, and it really does look the business.
Limited edition.
Now, the X-Wing, they've got... And these are the
Poe's X-Wing.
Exactly, they're the T-70s, so you've got the new X-Wings with the split circular engines. Beautiful. One in a solid, like a shiny gold finish, one in a matte gold finish. He said the matte gold finish is practically sold out, so there's not many of those left.
Yeah, they made a couple of hundred.
The cufflinks?
Cufflinks, so there's good guys and bad guys, Rebel and Imperial cufflinks.
Yep.
A pewter Vader head keychain, solid pewter.
Which he says he's selling like gangbusters.
Yeah, the matte X-Wing was only 300 pieces made for the world.
That's right.
So Selangor are going down the collectible era, and they're going for the high-end market.
And the exclusivity of it,
None of their stuff's cheap. Like a little Vader pewter helmet keychain, 6-inch scale helmet was like 30 quid.
Yeah. But it looks the business.
It's executive gifting stuff.
Exactly. It's executive gifting. Like you said, it's not practical. If you had this thing in your pocket, you'd think you dropped a cricket ball in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, weighed a ton.
But it looked amazing. Now this. Explain
this one. The
next
piece was lovely. So you know in the 80s we had those photo frames, like the piece of Perspex, you put a photo in it and you left it on the shelf, it looked cool. Well, they've done that, but with glass, with a pewter relief across the base. So probably only a few mil thick, but it was the Death Star trench with the Luke's X-Wing being chased by Vader's TIE fighter.
Yeah.
Done as a pewter relief across the bottom.
Yeah.
It's really, I've never seen anything done like that
Me
before.
neither.
No.
Really innovative.
Fresh, original, very, very clever, and very, very nice.
And you can customise it as well, so they have a facility where you can have a personalised message put on the
on
bottom.
the back you can engrave it, so it's a sort of keepsake memory. Selangor are a keepsake memory company, so you know all the the pewter stuff you give for a kid for their christening gifts and stuff like that, and anniversaries, or like your 18th birthday, the high end stuff. That's what that company have always done.
They are like like Hallmark in the States do a lot of giftery stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a higher end.
It's really nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very old company as well. So they had the Falcon and the original X-Wing on display, beautiful pieces.
Yeah. And then they've got a big stand-up cabinet there on display.
With the Imperial Wall behind, Death Star Wall. So the Leia slave was on there, Dancing Girl. Han and the R2 were there. And we had the Stormtrooper, the Yoda and the Fett, the unlimited pieces, but really nice. Death Star little keepsake tin, the USB sticks.
Now.
And then a new piece they have done.
Beautiful piece. We're in a working environment, Matt. This is how coffee works.
I'm not used to being in a working environment.
I know you're not.
So they've done a Han in Carbonite trinket box.
Trinket box,
call it. Yeah.
Keepsake box, yeah.
The piece is the size of a decent bar of chocolate.
It was, yeah. It was like a
Good big
fruit
slab.
nut.
Yeah. Smaller than 6 inch, I'd say, but very, very nice with a box underneath it to keep all your trinkets and bits in. Very, very nicely done.
Yeah.
They had the massive mega-sized Luke versus Vader, I am your farmer, twin pack with the Bespin gantry.
Yep.
Which was cool. We've seen that before. Very, very nice. Very impressive piece. And then the display TIE Fighter, the new Walker,
The
and
ATM-6, is it?
ATM-6, yeah. And then the really cool Jawa Sandcrawler trinket box, which I really like that.
Yeah.
You don't see much Jawa stuff.
No, you don't. You don't.
And they had the Rey statue, and then
One of the goblets.
the goblets.
They
Yeah.
had quite a range of those,
They
didn't
did
they?
quite a lot of those. But yeah.
But the pick of the bunch is that land speeder. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I've got some really good close-up shots of it.
Yeah, we'll put a
Most of them came in
gallery
focus.
out. Yeah.
Some didn't because it was blooming spinning.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really nice.
Yeah.
Very, very impressed with Selangor all the time.
Yeah.
Smaller range of Star Wars on display than they had before.
Yeah,
But a few
they're
nice
focused.
new pieces,
Yeah.
and they've got Marvel and they've got DC now. Awesome Ninja Batman piece.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. And some nice ideas with that one. Some very clever uses of.
Yeah, and
statues.
they've got a big Age of Ultron pice as well with all the characters fighting from the end of the film,
mental.
which is phenomenal.
Absolutely mental.
Very,
So,
very good.
Really good stuff as ever from Selangor. Not everybody's cup of tea.
No.
I mean, everybody will appreciate how nice it is and they want it, but when some of the pieces range at like £500 retail, it ain't for everybody's pocket. It's, they're a Hot Toys high end for a different market.
Yeah.
And the guy there said they've done very, very well with the product in the last few years.
And they're happy with the license and everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah, done well for them. And
Yeah.
it's nice. They've hit their target audience, which isn't everybody.
Well, that's a trick a lot of companies don't achieve, isn't it?
A
Finding
lot of
their
low-end
niche.
companies don't hit their market because it's tat.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday night. Time to get all your Star Wars news in a single file. Welcome to Making Tracks.
The pictures of me.
Mark saw a lovely
yeah.
unicorn.
I
Very
did.
happy with the big mega wooden unicorn made out of driftwood, I suppose.
With an orange stuck on the end of the
Yeah,
horn.
quite a spiky face.
So we're starting a unicorn website.
Went to Groovy UK, who have had a Star license for years, and a few new pieces from them. Look, I mean, they do slippers, they do dressing gowns, they do lights. They do the Death Star paper lampshade, which is blooming awesome.
Yes.
It's just a great piece.
It is.
They had some new light pieces. They had a little projector that projects Star Wars stuff on your wall.
Up to 20 metres, which is quite a range, isn't it?
Yeah, it must be quite powerful.
And that's no, they don't just do Star Wars. I noticed they've got some DC ones. There was a Batman one, and there was,
Yeah, they had Harry Potter and all
That's
that.
right.
A bunch of kids and an old man with a stick or something like that. I don't care about Potter. But they have Death Star slippers,
which works.
which is really, really cool. And they had a pork dressing gown, so we can actually casual cosplay as Dave Tree now.
Casual cosplay.
I know. 2 different types of pairs of pork slippers as well. Very, very nice. And they're Christmas stockings, and other bits
Yes.
and bobs, which we don't need in February. Then we came to an awesome company called Exquisite Gaming.
Yes.
Who I've seen a couple of their items out on retail, but didn't realise they had a Star Wars license.
No, I actually own one of their items, but I didn't realise it was this company. So we saw that they've got a large display. It's a large Vader with his arms out. So tuck your arms in at your side, stick your arms out, and basically it's a mobile phone holder or like a PlayStation controller holder. Really, really cool.
Or a TV remote holder.
Or a TV remote holder, which is what I use mine for. So, and next to my computer when I'm working away, I didn't realise it was the same company. But that wasn't what we saw first. Explain what we saw first.
The thing that blew me away, that they have just got the license to do Star Wars mugs. But not any old Star Wars mugs. They've got Star Wars and Marvel and some other bits and bobs there. And when you sing I'm a Little Teapot Short and Stout, you put your hand beside you.
You do.
And they've done the mugs with the arm being the handle.
Yes.
So they had basic ones that were just printed of Han, Chewie, Stormtrooper, 3PO, and Vader and Fett, which are the lower price point. And they've gone higher price point and done full 3D sculpted torso mugs.
Yeah.
So they had Fett, 3PO, and Stormtrooper there on display. And they were lovely.
They were really
they
lovely.
were really, really nice.
And one thing to say, even though they got this higher end line, which was beautiful, I was really buzzed by the 3PO. I thought the 3PO was fantastic. The lower end ones with the wraps are full wraps.
Yeah.
So normally you get a sticker, a front sticker and a back sticker. There's a gap at the side. There's no gap on this one.
Maybe a 75% wrap.
Yeah. This was a full 100% wrap, even through the arm of the handle. So really
better
clever.
quality. Really, really funky. Really, really nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have some on YouTube on review soon. But yeah, really cool.
Really cool.
I want the Fett one. I need that Fett one.
You do.
But they're really, really cool. They had some other stuff that we weren't allowed to photograph.
That's right.
And not allowed to talk about. But we will say a product line we've never seen done before.
Not even close.
And I need a set of them.
Yeah. Agreed. Same.
I need a set of them because
Same.
it was like, it's something that they've done really well and fresh and imaginative and really, really cool. And not too pricey either.
Not pricey at all when they explained the price point.
Yeah, so we've got a video up on Instagram. We may have to go on YouTube actually because it's quite long. Yeah, 2.5 minute video. But really cool stuff. Really, really cool.
And nice people who know their stuff.
The guy was
Disney people.
Yeah, he was ex-Disney and they've got good investors and they've got really nice products.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're called Meta Merch is their retail company line. But yeah, really funky. Really, really, really dug their stuff. So very impressive. We then went over to Half Moon Bay, who've extended their Star Wars range by doing a lot of label slapping from the Star Guide and a few new pieces, and it was cool. Lower priced, giftware, but nice and funky. Quite a nice Jedi Master stoneware mug. And
a nice Millennium Falcon mug with the cockpit on the right side, which is refreshing to see today.
Yes. A lovely R2-D2 shaped mug with a dome top with a lid that goes on it to keep your drink hot or whatever. But yeah, some nice bits and bobs from them, and notebooks and bowls and other bits and bobs. And they've got all the Disney licenses and Doctor Who and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, a Star Wars fan, Fant the Tracks fan.
So we had a wander around and we found the Funko booth, who also distribute their own 720. I think it's 720, isn't it?
I think it is.
I think it is. They didn't have any branding up for it.
They didn't.
But they do all the Star Wars homeware stuff, so like pork cookie jars and Artem
Egg cups
3PO teapots and lightsaber
they're lovely.
tongs.
The tea, coffee and sugar caddies.
Yeah,
lovely.
with the destination hot Tatooine and Endor. They're quite funky.
Really nice.
Nothing overly new with them.
The Luke plates are nice. The Last Jedi Luke plates.
Grumpy old Luke. Bottle openers, all that stuff. They had a few Funko Pops on display and a load of the Loungefly gear.
That's right.
The Loungefly stuff's nice, and then
Really
a couple of
nice.
pieces were really nice. I like their subtler stuff that isn't so in-your-face Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's quite nice design-led. Oh, there's a nice Ewok purse as well. Not my colour, but, it was cool. Quite appreciated that.
And the Rebel bag, the leather Rebel bag, was very nice.
Is it real leather, or is it pleather? But it's quite subtle. Quite a nice little piece. So they had some cool stuff. Then we had a wander around. We saw some weird French company called Legend Stuff, who have one of the Spina Chewbacca statues. Big shout out to Tom Spina and the guys there at the Gentle Giant who built those life-size chews for the Solo movie. So that was on their booth. That was quite impressive. But they had no Star Wars merch on their booth.
And there, the Falcon with the cockpit on, that's front. So they had a massive wall display printed. Posters printed for all sorts of licensees. One of them was Star Wars. I can't even begin to describe how ridiculous it is. It's all over the place.
My 8-year-old could Photoshop better than that.
Exactly. They put the Falcon on back to front.
Yeah.
They've mixed up pre-production or a pre-shoot image of Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
There was Yoda's ear was stuck on the side
We
of the
just
TIE
went
fighter.
we then went to our mates at Paladone, who recognised us and they follow us on social media, which was nice.
Yep.
They had the same problem with their Millennium Falcon composable angle poise lamp, that it was on the wrong way round. But we pointed out to him, oh yeah, so it is. All right. And he literally emailed the guy there and then and said, get that corrected.
Yep.
And he then said, I then said to him, well, where is it? Because I posted pictures on social media last week when they sent me the digital catalogue.
Yep.
And it wasn't there.
No.
Oh, where is it? I was like, it's not finished yet. But it's on the box. He's like, that's just a mock-up. Yeah, I can tell it's somewhere around. He said they're actually going to go larger with the Falcon on the end of the angle poise lamp. Because
Yes.
the TIE fighter they did last year was so popular and did really well for them in the market that they're going to get the Falcon done a bit bigger and a bit better. So I was fine with not seeing it in person. But yeah. Think of an angle poise lamp like a Luxor Junior.
Yeah.
Slap a big Millennium Falcon on it, flying away from you, and the engines are your light source.
Yeah. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah. It's
And
gonna be
knowing that
awesome.
it's coming, like you're saying, knowing that it's coming and it's going to be a bit bigger.
Well, I mean, the
happy
TIE
to
fighter
wait.
did it was absolutely phenomenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
It's
was.
a really stunning big piece.
Yeah, it was
And
good
beautiful
enough
stuff.
that if they wanted to do a Vader's TIE fighter or a TIE, but
Yeah.
they could go to town with
Yeah,
the
don't do
TIE,
the slave one,
TIE
though.
fleet. You know you want it.
A couple of new mugs from them. They had a mega-sized big mug. They had a Vader's... Is it Vader's or... No, it's a Luke's, isn't it? Luke's lightsaber handle.
Yeah.
Vader's, Luke's, same difference.
Yeah.
Anakin's.
Yep.
And then a Jedi Academy mug attached to it. So the mug handle is your lightsaber hilt.
And it's far enough away from the mug that you can literally grip
Hold
it.
the whole saber.
The whole thing, yeah.
But it was only a prototype on display, so some of the photos, the paint's a bit chipped. But literally, these are very early prototypes that'll be out in a few months. Very, very nice.
Yeah.
A nice simple I Am Your Father mug with a bit of art I've never seen before.
Yeah, nice art as well.
Yeah. So I hope they're doing in-house artwork. Their stuff they're doing is really nice quality. And then a new sculpted Stormtrooper 3D glass, which was really funky.
Clever.
Yeah. Not a cheap thing to do, because that's an expensive mould to make for the glass to get it done. But very, very nicely done. Very impressed with that. And then a lot of stuff we've already seen with them was on display, so the other Star Wars bits and bobs. We then went to Abyss Corp, who are a French manufacturer and distributor. They've had a Star Wars license for a while, and they've done some nice lower price 3D metal keychains, 3D sculpted ones and flat metal keychains, and some phone holders, you
Yeah.
know, phone covers, an iPad, and
Quite a nice Darth Vader
yeah.
chest plate, wasn't it?
And then a gift set which has a mug and a glass and a keychain in it. So there's some funky bits and bobs.
I've got to say, it makes you realise that if you wanted to be a completist, an absolute completist, you got no chance.
Not at all.
There's
Not at all.
so much stuff. And again, so much stuff that we saw today that clearly came out, like the Solo stuff, clearly came out months and months ago. Never saw it on shelves, and it's not like it's just you looking. It's not just me looking. You know,
No.
we've got all the Fanthas looking, and there's enough of us knocking around the country.
I got a load of
Nobody's
people on
seen it.
social media who follow me on what I do with my store reports,
Yeah,
who send me pictures, because I can't be in every store.
of course not.
And there are some retailers that aren't near me. So if you ever spot stuff that I haven't posted on Fantha social media, just send me a message or an email at Matt at Fantha Tract with some pictures of where you saw it and the prices if you can get me in the photo, it'd be
UK,
great.
America, anywhere
Anywhere
around
in
the
the
world,
world.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anywhere in the world. So if you're in another country, great. I love
Yeah.
store reports from other countries. We're trying to cover and let people know all the merch that's out there in the world.
Yeah.
If it's a bag of crisps, if it's a doormat, you know,
Yep.
send it to me, price photo, which retailer, which country. And, you know, people like to see the stuff that's out there.
They do.
Booker's alive! Be gone with him!
And we've seen some decent stuff today. Like I say, not a huge amount. I think you may start to see more if we have a title reveal or some early
I
clips
think
from
time
9.
of year is the thing, though. Nobody can talk episode 9. A couple of guys said we're doing 9 stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't mention 9. They just said we're doing more stuff for the end of the year
They're
when that
very
other thing
vague.
comes out.
Yeah.
Which is all we need to know. They're carrying on doing the license.
Yeah.
And the ones who said they're carrying on doing it are the ones who do the really nice quality stuff.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see less discounted rubbish on the shelves, less tat,
Yeah.
which, you know...
It's hurting the brand. It's not
yeah,
helping the
and
brand.
better quality stuff.
Yeah.
You know, all the fans out there have got more than enough Star Wars stuff, and they get bought stuff as gifts. You know, if it's your birthday, if it's your Christmas,
Yeah.
your nan, your aunt, your mate, somebody at work for a secret Santa will buy you something Star Wars.
That's it.
And the amount of Star Wars fans that now go, yeah, but I got this, and it's just rubbish.
Yeah. But it's back to what we said earlier. It feels more of a gifting brand.
A lot
now.
of gifting stuff, and all the gifting stuff we saw today was very, very nice quality. So it's a good thing to see better quality stuff out there, and less, you know, label slap junk.
Yes. Less style guide stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've looked through the style guide, and there's a lot of.
Yeah.
It's nice artwork, but when you see it on a £100 pair of these, or a £20 pair of these, or, you know,
Yeah.
a £10 one of these, and then you see it, the same bit of artwork in Poundland,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, why am I buying something for £100 that I can get the same piece of artwork on something in Poundland?
Yeah.
So I prefer when there's just quality stuff out there. There'll still be some tack coming out from somebody who'll make.
There always
tack.
is. There always is. But for now, from Spring Fair, I'm going to finish my tea and my cinnamon whirl, and so are you.
Yeah.
And your coffee. What coffee have you had, man?
Toy latte.
Toy latte. There you go. Well done. That's us signing off. Back to the studio. So that's all from this special episode of Making Tracks. We'll be back very soon, probably next week, with our next episode with myself and Dave Tree back in the inverted commas studio. On Saturday, you'll be able to hear the very first episode of Cannon Fodder. That's our new literature show with myself, Brian Cameron and Matt Booker. Following week, it'll be the return of The Panther from Down Under. We're starting to expand the network now, so expect new shows to be coming on all the time. Over the next couple of days, you've got myself and Martin Keeler, who will be up at Capital Sci-Fi in Edinburgh, and at the same time, you've got Matt Booker over in New York for Toy Fair New York, so expect a lot of coverage from that. As always, you can contact us on social media. We are basically at Fantha Tracks everywhere. So at Fantha Tracks on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, on Tumblr, on Pinterest. Basically, just try at Fantha Tracks anywhere you like, and that's where you'll find us. Until then, be safe, and we'll see you soon.